Day 3. Oh. And I was gonna say let's start the day by looting the chest that was in the hut that we slept in, but somebody was there, and I'm sure they would have approved of that, so... what do we do first? You know what I think we're gonna do first, actually? Let's share out some more weed, that way I can put a tab in the video, and people can just skip to that point. No judgment whatsoever. Alright?
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
Because we need to make some money.
For 10 ore.
Because what do we even add for cash? 425? I mean, we could technically pay Lairs, but we need a little more than that. Yeah. Because Lairs wants 400 ore to basically let us join. It's slightly more complicated than that, but I mean, that's basically the only requirement, aside from the fact that we need to be level 5. So between the money and the XP, that's going to be the biggest barriers. And honestly, XP is kind of like the king thing here. What do we have? We got 10 LP to play with. Not 100% sure why I want to spend it just yet. I'm thinking we're gonna end up using it to master our bow skill, because mastering your bow skill like increases our crit chance, and I think that's probably gonna be the most helpful thing for, you know, reducing the number of arrows we need. Come on. And we're just going to pick this guy's chest since he's not home. Come on. There had to be a doubled up one somewhere.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Hey,
what have you been doing?
What were you doing in there?
I was doing nothing. Nothing whatsoever. You guys just leave me alone. Alright, we got 19 swamp weed left. How are we gonna sell all this stuff, huh? That's a lot. Alright, and that is that. Shared out everything inside the cave. Let's go talk to the gurus, because he should be happy to know.
I've shared out the weed.
The first new customers have already been to see me. You've done a good job. What will you have as a reward?
I'll take the 100 ore.
Very well. Here.
Alright, well, that's enough of that. Let's go talk to Zidro? Is that the one? I believe that's his name. The guy in the bar, anyway. We'll have to pay him, but it's worth the XP, I think. Sometimes paying a war for XP is worthwhile. Huh?
I've sold the weed.
Yeah.
And my 200 ore?
Here it is.
Good. Now I don't give a damn about Baal Kagan anymore. It was a good idea to do business with you.
You have to watch what you tell.
Alright. You know, we haven't talked to the guys in charge here. Jeremiah, I don't remember what you do.
What are you doing?
I'm making rice schnapps, boy. Here, have a bottle.
How's the distillery going?
I can hardly keep up with these guys. Man, that's a good thing, really. While I'm busy, the Rice Lord's lapdogs leave me alone.
What can you tell me about the Rice Lord?
He's a damn swine. His thugs pick on the weak and force them to work in the fields. The only one who could stand up to him is Horatio, but he doesn't do violence. Well, I did once hear him say he'd love to smash the Rice Lord's head in, but he'd never really do it. It'd go against his beliefs.
Enough of that. That is a lead to another quest that we could possibly do and maybe get a little more experience. I know it gives us +5 strength. Not that we need that, but maybe there's XP to go with that? I'm not entirely sure. Don't remember.
How are things?
Great. We trade our homemade rice snaps for ore. Well, the boys carry in enough ore.
I want a drink.
You'll have to pay for it.
Of course, everybody has to pay for something. You got arrows. Well, we're a little low. Perhaps I should buy some. What do I give this guy? Maybe his own schnapps. I'm gonna keep 2 just in case it's important for quest stuff. Otherwise, you can have some meat bug ragu, because I'm not gonna eat it. And we don't need this much beer. Nobody needs that much beer. Well, some people do, but nobody in this game. Okay. Let's take your stuff back. Everything that's valuable. There we go. Thanks for the arrows, pal. Oh, are you going? Because if you're gonna go, I'm just going to stick around and loot these chests, if you don't mind. I don't break off every pick I have. Whoop. Come on. There we go. Oh, look at that! Ore. And they say thieving doesn't pay. Ah! Lucky guess. That happens. Alright. Let's fall our way down, not take any damage because I'm good like that. Let's go make a little more ore. Let's go talk to the guys upstairs. We'll just share them some weed and then we can go. Oh, there's only 2 of them today. What a shame.
Do you want some swamp weed?
I'll give you 10 ore for it. Anytime you need to get rid of some more.
Of course. Where's your pal? Just gonna stand over the corner and sulk.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed.
Here goes some.
Yep. Okay, now that you're done talking about that other guy, I'll actually come over here. I mean, I guess he was giving us privacy. Maybe he wasn't being sulky. Maybe he was just being polite. So judgmental. Now, we talked to Homer about the lurker, I think. It's hard to remember. I have been playing ahead on like a separate account or file or whatever the hell you want to call it, a save game, just to test a
I have
couple
some swamp
things.
weed here.
Why not? I'll give you 10 ore for it. Go and ask some of the other guys.
Also to practice with some of the glitchy stuff. But anyway, so sometimes I forget what I have and haven't done. Now, do we share the water out to the peasants?
You shouldn't believe everything.
Okay, you know what? I'll speed montage it and put a tab in.
Hey, just arrived. We need somebody to take some water to the peasants in the rice fields. This way you can make friends with a few people.
Sure, I'll be glad to help.
Great. Go to the rice lord.
Alright, Rice Lord. Interesting fellow.
You take care of the rice fields, don't you?
Why? You looking
Lefty
for work?
sent me.
Lefty sent me.
Oh,
There's no real way to like limit how much water
I'm to bring the
it's,
peasants some water.
giving out. You
Right.
can't say just
Here's
take
a
half
dozen
of the
bottles of
bottle.
water.
He takes the whole
There's
bottle. and that's
about
the end of
twice that amount of peasants, so make sure you share it out evenly.
it. We're not going to do that. We just have to make sure that we don't have any water left.
Lefty sent me.
There's also no way of speeding up the animation. You can't skip the animation. You just have to sit there and wait. So that's why we're speeding on through it. Well, or we are going to speed on through it as soon as I'm done talking to Horatio. He's the only one that like says anything that matters. Yeah. Horatio.
What are you doing here? You looking for trouble?
Hey, relax, I'm a newcomer.
Huh? You look okay, though. You never know. You get new guys come along thinking they're it every day.
What's a man like you doing with the peasants?
Lee asked me that. I don't fight anymore, except to defend myself. I killed a guy once.
How did it happen?
It was just an ordinary bar fight. I didn't mean to kill the guy. I was a blacksmith at the time. I didn't know my own strength.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, man. I was just about to start drinking the mud.
They all say that they're about to start drinking the mud. Different voices, same lines. You'd think they would have changed the lines as well.
Can you teach me to be as strong as you are?
Even if I could, what would you use your strength for?
And this is what we use the lead for.
So I can wipe out the Rice Lord and his thugs.
You wouldn't be the first to try that.
I will defeat the Rice Lord and his thugs, if you help me.
Good. I've sworn I'll never attack anyone again, but I never said I wouldn't teach anyone else to do it.
I'm all ears.
If you want to hit powerfully, you need to know the right tactics. Learn to push your whole arm through. From the better you get at that, the more powerful the blow.
Well, that was not XP, did not help. It's funny too that they would have had to get old Nameless's voice actor to like do the exact same lines, just with different inflections. To be fair, that's probably part of the voice acting process. But yeah, they would have kept multiple versions of it, because like he says it like 3 or 4 different types of ways, just to give it like a little bit of variance, even though he's saying exactly the same thing. And it does make it less grating on the ears if it was literally just a copy paste. That would be really brutal to listen to after a while. It's still pretty rough though, and I'm glad that there's no option to do it like every day. Like, as far as I know, I don't think you can just go to the Rice Lord like after you sleep and then get the water and then reshare it out to keep Lefty happy. I think he just eventually gets pissed off at you. So one day we'll just roll up and, like, basically the next time we see him, he'll go, "Hey, I told you to take water to the peasants," and then he'll attack you. And that's why we've been avoiding him, and that's why we're going to avoid him until I'm ready to kill him. We won't have to deal with Lefty anymore, so that'll be a bonus.
Do you have a leader?
Well, you could say the Rice Lord's our leader, not like me.
We're out of water. Well, let's go tell Lefty that we're all done giving the peasants water, even though we definitely didn't get to them all. Also, Lefty is one of the few rogues that has a longbow.
Hey, you! Well done. I think this is exactly the right task for you. From now on, you do it every day.
No, we won't do it every day. In fact, if I have my way, you'll be dead by tomorrow. I'm probably not that lucky, though. I think we're gonna need to be a little bit stronger than that. But so far, we're doing alright. We're well on our way. Well, we're level 3. We're well on our way to being level 4. So what's the next thing we got to do, huh? Got our lockpicking ability, so we're gonna go back to the old camp. And there we can... Well... Do we go to the old camp? See, I also did some looking back at my old video on how to get that free XP by taking Dusty to the swamp camp. There was one crucial step that I forgot about to trigger the rest of the dialogue. And we could have done it last time we were at the swamp camp, but I forgot that it was a thing that I had to do, so now we have to take one more trip that I didn't want to. And I'm sorry that we gotta walk all the way there again. It's fine. Nameless needs the exercise, I guess. But maybe we'll take a stop by the old camp first. Or is there any point? I'm just trying to think. There actually isn't a point. We got our thieving skill. That'll give us Fingers Approval. And a little bit of XP for that. So that's good. But it might actually just be more expedient if we just go to the swamp camp first. And then we'll go to the old camp, and then we'll deal with all of our stuff. Stuff that we were going to do there. That's what we'll do. There's a couple things that we can do at the swamp camp anyway. We can also talk to Lester and get Baal Namib's approval. That'll get us a little more XP. Whatever it takes to get us to level 5, that's what we're doing. And thinking about the camp thing, I was doing some reading on people that do archer heavy builds. Nobody's done like full archer because technically it's impossible, but that's what we're testing out here. But anyway, apparently if we join the old camp, there is an extra guy that sells us arrows, and since arrows are not unlimited, that might be a factor. Skip, the guy that supplies the guards, and he will only sell them to you, like A, obviously if you can get into the castle, but B, if you're one of Gomez's people. If you're not one of the guards, he won't sell you shit. So that's a shame. But I'm still pretty set on joining the new camp, despite that. Like, I think other things are going to kind of make or break this challenge long before the number of arrows becomes a problem. Of course, if we like get down to the final stage of the game and I like run out of arrows right before that, then I'll be pissed. And everyone can say I told you so, I should have joined the old camp. I guess I could always take a second run at it too if that was the case. But, not gonna do that. Things are slightly different with the new camp. You can actually technically, like, join it faster because, as far as I know, as soon as you defeat the Minecrawler Queen, you can join the mercenaries. As long as you have full mastery in something. And that's actually what I was, testing out on one of my parallel runs. Was, to see the answer to the question that I asked the other day. Is bow mastery counted by Lee? And the answer is yes, as long as you've got your full level 2 bow skill, then yeah, Lee will admit you. Doesn't matter whether it's a bow, a crossbow, as long as you have both, like, learning things, right? Because there's, like, the noob that you start out as, there's stage 1 and stage 2 learning of each type of weapon. And I was worried that he was only melee, or only cared about melee, but that's not the case.
Who are you? I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here. You're lucky that you didn't talk to Baal Namib. No stranger is allowed to talk to the gurus.
But I want to talk to your master.
Forget it.
How can I find my way around here in the camp?
I can show you the most important places.
Show me the way. To the tutors.
Follow me.
Yes, the tutors are where we have to get the dialogue option for Dusty. I thought it was here because I always forget that this is not where we bring Dusty. We don't bring him to his buddy Melvin. We bring him to, well, the tutor, one of the balls that's instructing novices. And actually, if we walk up close to the guy, he's the only one that will just, like, talk to us out of the blue. Don't know how I forgot that, but I did.
Down there, you'll find Baal Kadar. He teaches the novices. Climbing up this ladder will take you to the Templars' training ground.
Okay, well, you can go back to the entrance. Ooh, actually...
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Kor Kalom decides whether you're ready to join the Brotherhood, but he relies on the advice of other gurus. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy, and then one of the gurus will send you to Kor Kalom.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy.
How can I get your master to talk to me?
You have to know what he wants to hear.
And that is?
Listen, when we're with him the next time, you'll address me and we'll have a little talk. Bal Namib is worried because many of the novices don't only pray to the sleeper, but also to their former gods. You'll tell me that you've renounced the old gods and that in future you'll pray only to the sleeper. Then I'll ask you why you made this decision, and you'll say that you had a vision in which the sleeper summoned you. He'll be interested then. Do you think you'll manage that?
No problem. Show me the way.
And then he just goes back. We don't actually want to join the Brotherhood, but we need as much XP as we can get, so we have to lie and tell everyone that we're interested, even if we're not. Not the place we want to be, it's straight ahead of where we were. This place, with the tarp. There's one hell of a tarp considering where we are.
You don't look like one who submitted to slavery under the ore barons. You look more like a seeker. Someone who's searching for the true faith. Do you not feel a fire inside your body which keeps... I see. You doubt that what the ore baron slaves try to tell you is really true and just. With those lies, they try to control weak spirits. Don't you feel a longing for freedom every single day? Do you know what you're doing when you try to suppress it? Free yourself. You need to understand. The sleeper will awaken. He will set you free and wash away all these disbelieving infidels. Like dross that is washed away by the rain, they will vanish from this world. Then they will pay the price.
Hey, you've spoken to me. Does that mean I may talk to you now?
I see you've become familiar with our rules. That's good. I can feel your great spiritual strength. I have spoken to you because I wanted to give you a chance to prove your loyalty.
How can I prove my loyalty?
Most of all, we need new souls to join our community. By recruiting one more man to our camp, you will prove that you're willing to do good service to our community.
Where can I recruit new members for the Brotherhood?
The old camp is a good place to try, since I guess you won't be very successful in the new camp.
Why are you so desperate for new members?
The sleeper has spoken to our master, revealing that he has an important message for us. However, he has not gathered full strength yet. Therefore, we are preparing a great invocation, and the more men participate, the likelier we are to be successful. If you want to know more about it, go to the large court in front of the Temple Hill.
There we go. Now we can get dusty. Too bad we didn't do that before, but too late. It is what it is. Alright, and now while we're here, and we have lots of lockpicks, at least I better have lots this time. I can't remember how many I bought. We're gonna open up Kalam's chest. And if I remember correctly from the other day, it was 2 right that we start with, correct? Yes. Left? Left. No. Okay. There we go. We got it. Well, that's that, I think. Time to climb on down and we'll get the hell out of here.
You're probably right.
Any second. There we go. Actually, while we're here too, we can talk to this guy.
Hi, where are you off to? We take the mine crawler secretion from our brothers in the old mine to Kor Kalam. We go to the old mine every day to collect it.
That wasn't very clever.
What kind of secretion is it?
We obtain it from the mandibles of the mine crawlers.
Can you tell me how to get the secretion of a mine crawler?
Of course, after you've killed the beast, you get hold of the mandibles and pull them straight out.
What does Kor Kalam need the secretion for?
As far as I know, he makes a potion with it which increases the magic powers of a novice. Since we are preparing for the great invocation, he can't get enough of the stuff. With the aid of the potion, he'll prepare the novices for the great day.
And we already know that they don't have enough. Okay, good. Killed 3 birds with 1 stone. Or 1 trip, rather. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to come right back with Dusty, but... Well, we don't have to come right back, I guess, but we'll probably be back today. And that'll be its own trip. Not a whole lot I can really do about that, but... That's fine. It's just more watching of Nameless running through the forest, or along the edge of the forest as it is. Oh, actually, hey, Buster.
Ah, it's good to see you again. How have you been doing?
I have renounced the old gods.
Really? What made you do that?
I had a vision. The sleeper talked to me.
What did he say?
He said, go to the camp in the swamp and join the Brotherhood.
You're a very rich man, stranger. The sleeper doesn't reward many people like that.
The sleeper has chosen you. Do you really want to join us?
Yes, I wish to follow the sleeper.
Go to Kor Kalom. Tell him I sent you because you are a true supporter of the faith.
Look at all that XP coming in. Starting to come together. Almost level 4. We might have to do a little monster killing to get ourselves up to level 5. Because I'm starting to think that the freebies aren't going to cut it. I remember we had to do that last time too. With the magic only challenge. Because I was scraping scrolls together. Because I really didn't want to have to use them. Because we didn't know how many we were going to use to fight the queen. But we ended up having to kill like a couple of things with the scrolls. Shit. Don't get the blood fly. Nope. Don't think we can take a blood fly with pants and nothing else. Yeah, we had to use a couple scrolls to kill stuff in that previous run, so no doubt that we will have to kill a few monsters with the bow. And I don't think we're going to be so short on arrows that we're not going to be able to kill anything. That seems ridiculous. Also, it's not so much a matter right now either way. Because, like, killing, like, scavengers and stuff like that is like 2 arrows a piece. It's not really a big deal. It's going to be later when we're fighting stuff like orcs and stuff that has armor. How many arrows do we waste on that? And also, like, swaths and swaths of friggin' skeletons. Something in the back of my mind that's been burning now, though, is a bow actually gonna cut it for killing the Minecrawler Queen? Because, yeah. In my parallel run, I kind of cheated. I didn't use that. I was just trying to speed on through to see if I could, you know, actually become a mercenary with the build that we had, but, you know, I cheated a little bit just because I was trying to, like, speed my way through. So, don't know. Didn't look up the armor values, but that's the fun. Gotta keep it tense. I assume it's gotta be doable, right? Like, she can't have that much armor. Either way, we'll figure it out. Alright, Dexter, I got something for you.
I have the recipe you wanted.
Very good. Show it to me.
There would be trouble ahead.
You shouldn't believe everything.
Good. Now I can produce the potions myself. You are a good man. I'll tell Diego about it. Here you go. Take that for your efforts.
Goody. Alright. Parvas is still hurt, that's funny. I think that's all we need. Oh. You know what? Dusty's right here. Then we can just go, like, the other way around the camp next time. Alright, come on.
I was in the sect camp and met Melvin.
And? What did he say?
Apparently, he likes it more than getting harassed by the guards.
Hey, man, he has all the fun for himself. I have to go there, but I'll never make it out of the camp.
Really? Why not?
The guards have found out that I want to leave. I guess I talk too much. I need at least 100 ore to bribe the guards.
What if I gave you the 100 ore for the guards?
You'd do that? Why?
Well, let's say you aren't the only one who'd prefer you to hang around in the sect camp.
You mean you want to come with me?
I will go with you to the sect camp.
Great, man. I'm ready. But don't forget, we need 100 ore for the guards.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's take the south gate. The north gate is of no use. It's impossible to bribe the guards there. And perhaps you should see to the ore. I'm not very good at that kind of thing.
Okay, let's move.
Alright, come on, Dusty. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes paying ore for XP is worth it. And we're paying 100 ore, and we're getting... what, like 250 when he gets there, or something like that? Maybe more. Either way. For our current position, it's definitely worth it. Although this guy's so frickin' slow, that's the one complaint. Okay, come on. Although luckily Parvez handily cleared the path for us.
Where you think you're going with our friend?
We're just going for a stroll. Here's 100 ore.
Boy, I never saw anything.
So 250 here, and then I guess another 250 later. So yeah, 500 XP for 100 ore. Definitely worth it. Oh, that's a bit of sound glitching. Hopefully that doesn't come through too badly. It's just like a very high-pitched, like there's the bird sound, but then there's like this high-pitched like crackling in the background. Okay. Little more XP, like 1800-ish. Come on. We'll make the long walk again. At least we don't have to worry about, like, yeah, any monsters and stuff. Oh, that's the other thing. This quest in particular rings a bell for a problem with the DX11 patch. Because they put extra trees on the path, or there was something extra weird about the trees. I can't remember, but either way, like, the path that he follows, and it doesn't matter, like, if you go off to the side more, he just always walked straight up, like, this tree. It's not here, it's, like, further down. And I don't know why, because, like, I also had, like, a huge issue with Parvez, like, insisting on going up the tree, and it's worse with Parvez because, like, he's the one that's making the path, right? You're just following him. You can't control him like you can Dusty. I managed to, like, get Dusty to finally go around it by, like, going all the way around by the cave side. And it's funny because usually, like, you know, official community patches like that are pretty good and well thought out, and that seemed really piss poor that, like, yeah, they put a new tree right in a guy's path. Don't know why they thought that wasn't going to be an issue, but it sure was. Maybe it wasn't so much that there was, like, stuff in the way, but it just, like, messed with the pathfinding or the path itself somehow. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm assuming when they, like, have their own paths, like when they're not directly following you, it's a node-based system. Because when they're following you, they basically just seem to cut a straight line. As best they can, anyway. Alright. Now, this is the difficult area. We don't want you climbing up the tree. To the side here. Okay, you good? And then all the way up here. There we go. Sometimes he has, like, a tendency to, like, accidentally run up the side of the tree. And then have a problem there. And sometimes he also ends up under the bridge and then gets trapped under the bridge and unable to, like, move. It's definitely not a glitchless game, that is for damn sure. I mean, just check out how many of them we're gonna end up using.
Same old story every time.
Almost there. We can be done with this walk. Oh shit! Dusty, you're running into a lamppost. There we go. And then we'll just talk to... I can't even remember what this guy's name is. Ball something. Starts with a T? Tundral.
Here's somebody who would like to make your acquaintance, Master.
Who have you brought me? Is he worthy?
He will certainly require your spiritual guidance, Master.
Very well. From now on, he shall be one of my disciples. You will come to my hut every day to listen to my words. Your soul can still be saved.
Ooh, actually, yeah.
Master, I would like to join the Brotherhood.
You have proven your worth.
And that's all there is to that. Okay, you. No, he just gets dismissed. Okay, anything we need to do in the swamp camp before we leave for what I'm hoping is the last time until we come back. If that makes any sense to anyone. Like, I don't want to come back before we have to, right? For, like, plot reasons. Obviously, we have to come back because everybody's interested in what's happening with the Great Invocation. Can't help the other guru. Because we need to beat somebody up for that quest to trigger, so that's not going to happen. So I think we got all the approval here that we can get. And 750 XP for that quest? That's pretty good. Don't mind that one bit. Now, we are still going to have to make some more ore somehow. Oh, you know what I should have... It's too late. I don't care anymore. I was going to say we should have gone to Fortuno. Gotten our daily ration of 3 reefers, because then we could sell those in the new camp. But you know what? I decided that I don't care anymore. So... 1200 and some odd XP. Not too bad. We can do some monster killing for that. Never did talk to Fingers. I'm not sure how much he gives me exactly. But either way, I was thinking, oh, we could go to the old mine. We gotta go to the old camp first either way, because we need the quest from Diego. That's the whole reason why we go there. Maybe while we're on our way, we'll just kill some straggling scavengers on the outside of the forest here. Just to bump up my XP a touch. And get closer. Ow. What? What? So we had no problem hitting it when it was like 50 feet away, but when it was 20 feet away, and it was an issue. Okay. I'm not liking what happened with my accuracy here. We have 20 skill points. You know what we should do? We should go get our bow mastery. Can I get that from Cavalorn? Or do I have to go to the new camp? I think Cavalorn can teach me. And he's kinda sorta on the way to the old mine. We'll do that. After the old camp, obviously. Maybe we'll sleep at Cavalorn's place. Because we're gonna be at like an awkward time frame here. We've been relatively efficient today, despite, you know, screwing up the order of operations with the Brotherhood earlier. The trip isn't that long, it just feels painful because there's nothing to do on it. Oh right, I did say I was gonna go the other way around. Well, kinda screwed that up. It doesn't really matter. Fingers is kind of like on the direct opposite side of the south gate. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, see, if you time your jumps just right, you can kind of like keep yourself mostly suspended in air, and you end up moving along at a slightly faster pace than you're supposed to. Looks ridiculous, but it's efficient. And we're gonna go this way rather than by Diego's place because I don't want to talk to Mud.
I thought that had been cleared ages
If at all possible, I'd like to just avoid the guy. Actually, let's talk to Snaff and get... Oh, son of a bitch!
Don't pay attention to me.
I can't. It is physically impossible to not pay attention to you, Mud.
You told me I could have as much stew as I wanted.
And that's true.
Thank you. It's from a daily ration of stew. Alright, fingers. Tell me I'm worthy.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Yes. You've learned something which makes you quite useful to us. We can make use of skilled thieves in this camp here.
How he knows, I don't know.
Don't you have any plan of where you want to go?
Actually, I do. Why don't you come this way, Mud? Come over here. Yeah, get the fuck out.
Put the... You won, okay?
Come on, put that thing away.
I put it away.
Bloody weapon away now.
I put it away, Snaff. Calm down. Okay. Gotta talk to Diego. Let's start a fight last thing of the day. Hey, Diego.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn.
Yes, we already found the influential people, so...
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
Ooh, well, we're kind of in, you know, cahoots with the old new camp, so gonna be a conflict of interest there, but you don't need to know that.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Whistler told me the story about Fisk. Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. Fingers told me that you've already learned a bit, but he thinks you can still improve your skills. You've really managed to get the recipe from Colum. Thoris says we could make use of someone like you. That's very good for you. You've found enough people to speak in your favor.
Good.
Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. He lives to the left of the North Gate.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him.
Alright, I think that's all we really need to know. Yep.
Take care.
Yes, take care, old friend.
That wasn't very clear.
Alright. Off to the new camp. Well, actually, sorry, not the new camp. We're off to see Cavalorn. Then we'll go to the old mine. Not sure if we're gonna hit the old mine today or tomorrow morning, but either way. Yeah. I like that it does basically no damage now. Not close enough to zero, though, for my liking. Go pay Cavalorn a visit, see if we can get our bow mastery. That'll give us one step closer to what we need. Because that's a thing we need to join the new camp, for one. Well, not join the new camp, but like to become a mercenary of the new camp. That's a thing that we need. But also, and more importantly, it ups our crit chance from like 10% to 30%. Which is going to be very handy in the near future, I think. Gonna cut down on arrow use a lot.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
That depends. What do you want to know?
Everything. Bow level 2.
You're a good hunter already. Now, acquire the remaining knowledge. To become a good marksman, you need to stop trying to be one. Discover the laws of the eye, tension, trajectory, and target. Always watch out and be prepared at all times. You've mastered the technique very well now. Now, go and apply your knowledge and skill.
Yay. Also, hopefully we'll miss less often. That would be great. How many arrows do I have? Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. 2, 2, 2. Oh, this is the way to the new camp. Actually, no, we can just cross the bridge and that'll take us straight to the old mine. That's totally fine. Hey, maybe we'll actually get more done than I thought. Is there a place to sleep in the old mine? I actually can't remember. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well. That's the sound of us running out of daylight. Let's open up this chest. Yay. Oh good, lockpicks and ore. Exactly what I needed. Like it's the sound of a crackling fire, but it's not a crackling fire. I'm gonna ignore these scavengers for now. Probably come back to them later. There's also a bow hidden in the old mine somewhere. Thought it was a crossbow, but it's a bow. So we're gonna go pick that up while we're there. Gonna take a little bit of creativity though, because it's behind a line of mine crawlers. And I don't think we can take one of those on just yet, if I'm honest. Almost there. We might end up camping out here for the night. It's not a big deal. Although the lack of place to sleep kind of makes it annoying for like my day-night cycle little shtick. It's a nice way of counting the time.
I'm not listening to all this.
Maybe I'll just leave the game idle until like whatever it is. An hour passes or something like that. My Steam counter's low anyway for the amount of time that I've spent on this game in my youth. The very fast load screen. Alright. Break.
Can you tell me anything about the mine?
Well, this part we're standing in now is the main shaft. And they're digging for ore everywhere. Right at the bottom is the smelting place.
What do I need to look out for in the mine?
Mine crawlers, mainly. Dangerous beasts. We've had to give up a few caves because of them. They
tell me about the crawlers.
Oh, but my tongue's so dry. You bring me a beer, and I'll tell you something about the crawlers.
Here, drink to my health.
Oh, I was hoping that was XP. I guess not. Disappointment.
Thanks. Well, crawlers live in large packs, mostly in the side caves. They've never attacked us here in the main shaft yet. If you ever meet one of them, run. Or stand with your back to the wall. That way you may stand a chance.
See ya.
May I pass through here?
And one of these guys has a name, I think, too. Glenn? What's up, Glenn?
What should I keep in mind when I'm in the mine?
Beware of the mine crawlers. The further you get down, the closer you get to the beasts. You can hear them scraping and scratching. They're merciless and...
Okay. He's just paranoid. I mean, you're as far away from the crawlers as you can possibly get. You should be fine. What's to worry about? Alright, what if these guys have? Tell me, merchant.
Can I trade things with you?
I have everything you need. What I don't have is no use to you anyway.
How about I be the judge of that? It's like telling me, oh, I'm gonna give you a great deal. Like, how about I decide if it's a great deal and you shut the fuck up? This is not something I need, or plates, or a hammer, or Cavalorn's key for that matter. Really need the weed either, but that's besides the point. Okay, let's give him, yeah, beef bug ragu. And rice. I don't care about rice. Wine, I'm gonna hang on to because somebody might want wine. We'll give you some beer though. And some mushrooms. There we go. What you have is of no use to anyone now. Oh no! Okay. I'm gonna pick up these Raven herbs because I think they're pretty valuable. And I think they're mana driven, so I can definitely sell them without feeling bad at all. Okay. Alright, away we go. There's a side shaft there. There's little side quests here and there within the old mine as well. I think there's 2 of them. There's 2 related to chests, which is kind of funny. But I guess, like, what else are you gonna do inside of a mine? Like, there's killing the beasts, and then there's just other shit. Hey.
How's things?
I have a deal to suggest. If you make Aaron leave the chest alone, I'll give you 10 ore.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Aaron, can you go?
Ian sent me. You should go to see him at once.
What does he want?
No idea. Ian will tell you that himself. Do you think he'd tell me something like that?
Then I'll go to see him.
Alright, he's going. Tell me.
You owe me 10 ore.
Here, you've already earned the 10 ore. Oh, and one more thing. I have the key to his chest as well. For you, only 30 ore.
Give me the key.
You made good business there.
I just wonder what you get out of it.
I'm always glad when I can get one over on the gods.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, has he left yet? Because he will 100% shoot me and kill me if he's anywhere nearby when I open his chest. Okay, and we got 70 ore, even though I paid 20 for the key, basically. Although, if I remember correctly, I think we can sell Aaron his key back for 20 ore exactly. So it's like a free 70 ore, if you don't mind being a bit of a dick. Okay. Aaron.
Hey, you! If you try to make a fool out of me again, you've had it. You got that?
Hey, don't you miss the key to your chest?
Indeed. I don't even want to guess how or why you know about the key. But I'll give you 20 ore if you get it back for me.
Here's your key.
Yeah, that's it. Well, here's your 20 ore like we agreed. But you'd better watch out in future. From now on, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
That's okay. I won't be anywhere near you. Here's another thing. I always wanted to like loot these chests, but I just realized...
Oh. A new face. Have you ever dug ore, boy?
No.
Have you been here long?
I've already been here 10 years. Oh, believe me, I've learned and experienced quite a lot here. I've encountered many dangers and managed to stay alive. In the old times, when we worked in the abandoned mine, the one which is deserted now, and the supporting beams collapsed. But that's old stories.
Good luck.
Same to you, boy. Same to you.
I was gonna say these aren't operable chests, but hush my mouth, they are. I'm not sure, there must have been a glitch at some point, because like last time I looked at them, in a different run, that you couldn't touch them. Like, they didn't glow, they didn't do anything. Ian! Stop drinking.
Are you Ian, the boss of the mine?
Yeah, I'm Ian, and this is my mine, so don't touch or break anything.
Diego sent me. I'm to collect the list.
All right, here's the list. Tell him to hurry up with the deliveries.
I'll just have a look around.
Don't make any trouble.
Don't you worry. Alright, and our next order of business is we're gonna go get ourselves a better bow. For free this time. I'm not gonna be a sucker and pay for it. It's all the way down in the bottom. There's a potion down one line, and there's a bow down the other. Can't remember which. I think it's to the left that the bow is. I don't remember exactly. Guess we'll find out. That's that shaft and this one. I think it's this way. Now, just gonna have to do a little bit of luring. Hey. Hey you. Okay, and now we gotta go. Go, 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 go. You guys, you've got some work to do.
Down.
I'll put it down. You've got bigger problems though. Fix it. Oh, hey, I'm actually doing something. Oh, shit. Shit. Guys! Oh, no! Why is it so determined to get me? Okay. Well, I killed one. That's a lot more than I thought I was gonna get. We obviously can't take on the crawlers wearing scrapers bands, that's for damn sure. Okay. Take the mandibles, because we can sell those later. Not too worried about the mushrooms. Let's see. Ah, shit, there's one more. Gonna have to heal up. Like quite a bit. Slave's bread is good for you. Do you think I could manage to kill it on my own? I mean, if it wasn't so bloody far away. Hey, you. This might have been a bad idea. Please? Yes! Oh, that was brazen. Probably shouldn't have tried that, but it worked. We got it, and now we got the bone bow. What's it do? 36 damage. It's 18 dex. I don't have enough dex. But I think it's like potions or a ring or something around here. I mean, if I found a dex potion, I wouldn't use it. Not until I reach my cap. Where? I mean, obviously up. What is it, I guess, is the better question. Another skeleton and... Ah, there's a ring. Kind of ring. Dex! Just like that. We got ourselves a much better bow. And I think this is like the second best bow that we could get at this point in the game. The only way to get a better bow is a longbow. Or sorry, the only better thing is a longbow, and the only way to get it is by killing either a mercenary or Lefty. Because I'm pretty sure Lefty's the only one that has a longbow out of the rogues. Well, nobody died. I don't have to feel bad. Alright. I guess that's it. So we're gonna go back up to where Ian was, and that's where we're gonna call it a night. We'll just take a little rest there. Alrighty? Sounds like a plan to me. I think this is the best short bow as well. Not 100% certain of that, but either way. No beds, we'll just have to sleep on the bench. Or quote unquote sleep on the bench. Alrighty? Okay, well, that's where we're signing off today. So, hope it's been entertaining. Hope you learned something. And until next time, have a good one.